Welcome to our homemade Pediatric Occupation Kit. We grabbed a bunch of everyday things that you probably already have lying around your home. It's nothing fancy, but with some creativity, they can be turned into really fun and effective tools to help kids build motor, sensory, and thinking skills through play. Something as simple as a sensory bin can help with tactile exploration, sensory input, bilateral coordination, motor planning, and visual scanning. This is a great way to warm up the mind. The next is every kid's favorite, which is slime. Kids can stretch it, poke it, squeeze it, or roll it in their hands. These movements help strengthen the hand muscles to improve fine motor control. You can also spread it on the table, create shapes, letters, and this will help with pre-writing skills and visual motor integration. To add a challenge, you can even press the toy sharks into the slime using different grasps, and poke it with a tripod grasp, which supports grasp development needed for holding pencils and tools at school. Now let's combine sensory play with pretend play. We use slime and shaving cream to look like an ice cream cone, and kids can use different grasps to sprinkle the rice. This helps with finger isolation, coordination, and imaginative thinking while keeping sensory exploration meaningful. Next, we spread shaving cream directly on the table. This gives great tactile input. Kids can use one hand or both hands to smear it around. Using one hand promotes crossing the midline, and using both hands can promote bilateral coordination. You can draw letters, numbers, and shapes, even your name, right into the shaving cream. It's messy and it's full of sensory experience, but it helps with letter formation, building spatial awareness, and it helps kids practice visual memory. It's really beneficial for children who are tactile learners or who need support with handwriting. You can also draw simple pictures to support creativity and expression while strengthening the fingers and the shoulders involved in writing. This next activity is like a game of treasure hunt. You have to find colored dots under the shaving cream, but only using your thumb with your hand turned upside down. This challenges thumb isolation, hand positioning, and it builds control in a fun way. For the sensory seekers, you can even take the shaving cream and squeeze it in your hand and just simply play with it. This can be calming and reduce anxiety. For a visual, motor, and cognitive activity, we use the sticky colored dots on the table, and you can ask the child to sort the toy animals by color. By placing them on the matching dots, this encourages some important school skills like recognizing the colors, organizing things, and supporting multi-step directions. Moving on to supplies that everyone will have in their house is using a notebook and markers. Even though these are simple items, they can have a lot of therapeutic potential. Just opening and closing a marker builds finger strength and bilateral hand coordination. Drawing a picture can encourage creativity and sustained attention throughout. Tracing shapes and letters helps with motor control, spatial awareness, and even pre-writing development. We're also working on grip strength and endurance as we use these markers. These activities are easily done at home and gives parents a way to get involved in therapy and reinforce occupational therapy goals. You can customize the drawings to the child's interest, which increases engagement and makes learning feel like fun. This is another way for parents to get creative. This task targets handwriting precision and adaptability to the different sizes. We draw 4 rectangles on a notebook page and each one gets smaller. The child will write their name in each box, starting with the largest and working down to the smallest. This builds fine motor control, visual spatial awareness, and encourages the child to grade pressure appropriately. It also supports self-monitoring skills as the child adjusts letter sizes and spacing. This can be helpful in school for different writing techniques and places where they will have to turn in assignments. Here we place different colored dots on the page, and the child can use a pen to connect each dot to its matching color. This visual motor activity builds tracking, color matching, line control, and bilateral coordination. It also supports early math concepts like pairing and symmetry. Finally, we end with a classic lacing activity. Although this is not a common home item, it is a very affordable toy. We can change this task by lacing in different patterns. You can count the holes, or you can even use a timer for a challenge. Lacing is a really good preparation for buttoning, zipping, and other self-care tasks, and it's a really good mix of fun and focus for a child.